Welcome everyone to the X39 review with testimonials tonight. I'm Savy Vargas out of Nampa, Idaho. I have with me Dr. John Harmon. He's over in Meridian, Idaho. We have two wonderful testimonials for you. We have Brenda and we have Lourae Young. They're going to tell their stories about the X39. We're going to talk a little bit about how the patch works and then how to get the patch. Okay? With that, I'm going to start with you, Lourae. Are you ready to tell your testimonial?
Yes.
Let me just lead you in a little bit. Okay. So Lourae Young, over the last 20 years, has had, unfortunately, multiple brain injuries, okay, which led to a lot of problems in her life. And then she was introduced, I believe, by Ann Peach to the X39 patch. Is that right, Lourae?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the fact that you had brain injuries? What were your symptoms?
Personality changes, loss of energy, being able to do executive functioning. There's a lot of issues that I had. I got tested at the Elks and then also at STARS program on the brain injury. But I did, I did a lot of research on trying to keep myself healthy and trying to find help in that. I did a lot of chiropractic back then, even traveled to Seattle. And then as I was improving, I owned a large daycare center, so I had a lot of people work for me on the things that I couldn't do. Extreme ADD also, attention deficit. There's a lot that goes in with brain injury. Everybody it deals with, I know Dr. Harmon knows a lot about it. It affects everybody different. It depends on what part of the brain gets damaged. And so even if you get hit, it could hit, the brain moves around inside the skull. So it can be different parts that can affect a person. And that's kind of what happened to me, but I still, at least I was smart enough. But even though it did, sometimes you get the blonde jokes, but anyway, I used to make jokes, about it. I kind of improvised a lot. And so I was able to get through, especially having a daycare center with children. I did really well. I had about 12 employees and everything. And then I had I was in a car accident that caused some whiplash. I knew immediately when I started having issues. And then the recent one here, I was outside, it was about 6 weeks ago. I started, you improve, you get better, you overcome things in life. And I was outside and I got hit by the 40-mile-an-hour winds. We had some boards back there, particle boards, and they saw them, they're gonna fly over to the neighbors. So I ran outside to grab them. Well, one flew up, hit me on the head. It was really stupid of me doing that. And I broke it in half. And I come in and I went, oh no, what did I do? What happened? I couldn't breathe very well. I couldn't hardly think. I knew I had a concussion of some sort. So during the COVID, I didn't want to go into emergency room or do any of that kind of stuff. And so I just thought I'd deal with it. And I thought, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to maybe try the stem cells and I knew lasers too. So I was thinking to Dr. Harmon and in that area. And then all of a sudden I got a call from Ann and she goes, hey, Lourae, we were texting back and forth again. We haven't seen each other in years. And she told me about the stem cells. And I said, bring them over. I want to try them. I've got to do something here. Because I thought, well, I'm going to have to go in and get an MRI or CAT scan again. I go, this is crazy. And so I had to make a joke about it, because it's like, this could not happen again. And so she came over and gave me the stem cell patch and she gave me a whole bunch of them and I tried them. And within a few hours, I was able to start breathing better. I started feeling better and I'm going, is this placebo? Just me thinking. I thought, no way, you can't do this with a head injury. You can't, mind over matter, no way. And then within the whole day later on that evening, I was feeling really, really good. I didn't even want to take the patch off. I was afraid to take it off. I think I left it on longer. And then when I took it off in the morning, I went out and I started feeling the pressure again, the breathing. So I went back and put the patch on. Within an hour, I was feeling normal. My clarity was better than, I said, hey, my clarity is better than it was before the accident.
Right.
I couldn't believe that this was happening. And so it was doing something. I put, the patch right there underneath in the back, on the, right about the neck. Yeah. Yes, correct. And so I was going, this is unreal. And my mom and dad knew that something had changed. They go, oh, that's really working. And then in the mornings that I forget to put it on, and I'm not feeling good. I'm grumpy. I can't breathe very well. They go, you forgot your patch. Run back and get it on. And so they can tell. So they're starting to use the patches for themselves right now. And so she's 89. My dad's 91, a vet. But I've been absolutely amazed. I said, I can't live without him. And I've been, it's amazing what it's done for me.
So, hey, Lourae, did you have any pain from the brain injuries? Did you also mention pain?
Yeah, I had some pain in the skull area. It was more of a pressure type pain,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like, you know, you're floating through fog. You couldn't, and also I couldn't see as well. I'm still in the healing stage and I'm doing a lot better. And each week, each day, I'm doing better. So I've been absolutely amazed. In fact, in the mornings, if I don't put it right on, I don't have that pressure like I did, and I notice it, and then I go put them on, you know.
So what about your sleeping and or energy? Did you get any of that?
I got energy. Oh yeah, my energy increased tremendously. That's what excites me so much. I go, wow, this is amazing. Even more than what I had before the head injury, this recent one.
So then you had brain fog that went away, your breathing got better, your mood got better,
clarity
got better, energy came up.
Yes, I felt happier too. I feel a lot happier, like I can do things, like I'm excited about, you know, about things. I'm going, hey, so it's been an awesome journey because of these patches. I just been totally amazed. And I know a lot of people, I'm thinking too, you know, the vets and the soldiers that have brain injury, how this could help them.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so how long has it been? About 1 month for you?
Yeah, a little over a month. I think maybe it's going on. Yeah, it's going on the second month. It's been over a month. It's been over a month. Yeah. And also my digestive system. I've had issues since I was little, and totally, I have no issues right now.
So all of that in 1 month from a little tiny patch.
From a little tiny patch. I know, I still can't believe it. It's amazing.
From a little tiny patch. Now, just real quick, because I have 1 more minute with you.
Okay.
Tell me about your mom and dad. What's going on with your mom and dad with the patch?
My mom's able to sleep. She had always trouble sleeping, and my dad would get up in the middle of the night, and they both are doing a lot better in that area. And since they just started the patches, so my mom does have cancer, and so she's been wearing them, and she says it's been helping. And then my dad has dementia, or Alzheimer's, I should say. Okay. And so we're just trying to keep him on to drinking a lot of water, because I did go through a detox, you know, with the headaches and everything. Okay. And then I realized I needed to pump down more water, you know, a lot more water. And the more we do, I think, for our bodies, along with the patches and eating well, drinking well, you know, with water and everything, I think it increases the health, you know, our healing.
So just real quick, I know this is the X39 review, but have you considered maybe the glutathione patch for your dad at all?
I just ordered some, so I'm hoping I'm going to have him try it. Well, all three of us are going to try it. So do you think that would work pretty good then for him? Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be a benefit to him.
Okay.
Okay, so we really thank you for that. Thank you very much, because all of this was kind of short notice.
Yep.
We had some technical difficulties. We figured it out just before we got on here. So that's good. We did it on the fly. Thank you very much, Lourae. We appreciate you.
You're sure welcome. I'm excited about it. Yeah, thank you.
Now we have Miss Brenda, my sister from another mister down there in Arizona. She is another level of amazing with her healings down there. So Brenda, same thing with you, right? Yes. On the fly, last minute, but here we are. We're going to do our testimonial, right? Now,
yes, thank
your
you.
husband and a dog, like a miracle with the dog here.
Miracle. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But I've been seeing a lot of miracles for years. So I feel good about it. By the way, my name is Brenda. I have a mother who's 106 years of age. And I always been dealing with cells because we have to hydrate. And Kathy called me, Kathy Sitchin called me, and she said, hi, Brenda, I haven't spoken to you in a while. What do you know about stem cells? I said, well, my husband's supposed to, in the next 4 years before he retire, he's going to do the injection on his hip and on his knees. And I know that they cost thousands of dollars, like $10,000 and up. And I said, you know, I never close my mind to anything. Send me whatever you have. So Kathy sent me the videos. She said she was going to send me some patches. I said, no, let me look at everything because I know everything costs. I said,
Yes.
but I can use it for someone else. So my husband called me the next day and told me, well, I got to come home because one of my employees, I was with him for 45 minutes and then I started having problems with my throat. I don't feel good. They're sending me home. And he came home, so I decided, okay, I'm going to get you ready for this. I said, Kathy, send me some patches. So anyways, Kathy sent me the patches. He didn't know anything. I never told him for over a week what I was doing. But all he knows is that he slept deep sleep, and my husband only sleep 3 to 4 hours a night. And I've been married 30 years. And he went to sleep like about 7, 8 o'clock. He got up like about 9 o'clock and said, why didn't you wake me up? I said, no, your body need to rest. He was like normal, like ever. So I'm just looking. I'm just waiting to hear what he's going to say. Well, I'm hungry. I think we can work down on the farm today. I said, okay. So he started cutting branches and raking the horse pen and doing all of that. And I'm just laughing inside.
Sure.
Because I know the stem cells are doing something for him. So that night, he said, what is that you gave me? I said, I'm not telling you because I remember, I think it's either you, Dr. Homer, or Savy said, I don't tell them what I'm giving them. I want to see how it's doing for them. So like for a week, he keep asking me, what is that? I said, I'm not telling. So he went to work and his boss said, you're not supposed to be here. And he said, I'm fine. Nothing is wrong with me. I don't have COVID. I have nothing. So he took the test. He said, okay, you all want to give me time off. I'm going home and work again. And his boss said, what did you take that you have all this energy and you're bumping around? And he said, my wife will not tell me. So I told him what it was, and he couldn't believe me. He said, I thought we were going to pay $10,000 for one shot or $15,000.
Yeah.
And I said, not with the shots anymore. We are using LifeWave stem cells. And he looked at it, he said, this little thing is what did it?
Yes.
So he stayed home for 4 or 5 days. He heading back to work, and he said, I keep thinking, you got to tell all your clients about this. You're leaving money on the table and just want to deal with that. And I said, well, I don't know. I'm retired. I'm almost 73. And he said, honey, you put in a lot of time in research and a lot of time into everything you're doing. You are doing this. Okay. So my husband now have his own account. He got the glutathione and X39. He said, I don't want to do without this. He fell and he crisped his ankle. He hurt his back, or he don't go to sleep without it. He is putting that patch on and telling everybody about it. So
Amazing.
With that, it is unbelievable. He's just like, X39, X39, X39. So that's my story with him.
Okay.
My doctor is the most amazing. I've known her for almost 15 years now. And she called me about, today's 15 days, and said, Brenda, they want to put Happy to sleep. I said, what's wrong? She said, they want to put him to sleep. She didn't tell me. I said, take pictures and send me because I'm a health coach. And I've been working with her and her husband and the kids for years. And I looked at it and I was embarrassed. I was afraid to say cancer. So I said, okay, you giving the dog the vitamin C? Are you giving the B12? She said, yes. And God spoke to all I know is the word came out, patch from my heart. And I said, and the patch I gave you, use it on the dog. She said, the patch? I said, yes, the ones I sent you. She said, would that work? And I said, yes, it will. God just told me. It's the patch. So I said, I don't know what it's going to do, but I know it helped chickens and it helped dogs. And it helped people.
Yeah, the chicken story. Yeah, okay.
So she did that. And as of today, the dog is walking. The dog is drinking water. The dog is eating. the dog is healing all the pus from the air, from all the wounds and the cancer, but it's just popping inside of the body and coming out. I'm amazing.
Wow.
I just don't understand it. All I know is that this dog is healed, and this dog is going to have another 20 years or more.
Okay.
And
All right, Brenda. Thank you very, very much for that. I saw a video of this little dog before and after, and this dog is an old dog, right, Brenda? He's an older dog.
13 years.
But he was a mess. So they were going to put this dog down. And now this little dog in the video is walking again. They're calling him, he's walking, he's up, and he's living life again. It's amazing. Thank you for that, Brenda. Appreciate your testimonial. I wanted to say, even though we're hearing amazing things here tonight, I do want to say as a disclaimer that the information and the products discussed here are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We have to say that. So I just got it out. All right. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Lourae. And I do want to now ask Dr. Harmon if he could explain to us how the patch actually works.
All right, well, let's talk about this little thing, like Brenda said, this little thing right here. So we know that this patch uses photobiomodulation when it works. Photobiomodulation is simply different frequencies of light. So let's compare that to going out in the sun. Pretty much it's universally known that you go out in the sun and your body converts some substance in your skin to vitamin D. Well, David Schmidt, the inventor of the patch and the founder of the company, figured out if you combine some organic crystals, some amino acids, and some salts in a little mix and put it in this patch and put it on the body, the infrared heat from our body builds up in the patch. And through a combination of reflecting certain frequencies into your body and the crystals giving off their own frequency as a result of being excited by that infrared light, there are signals that go into the body from the different patches. I'm specifically talking about the stem cell activating. That's another topic. We do have other patches, but specifically this frequency that goes into our body tells our body to turn back on a little factory that makes a substance that's very important for the body. And without going into a lot of detail, it's called the GHK copper peptide. And we lose our ability to fire that factory up and make a lot of that substance as we age. So the frequency of the patch tells our body, okay, start that back up. We're going to make more of that GHK copper peptide, which has a lot of beneficial effects, not the least of which is it's used by our body to turn on or off 4,200 of our genes. That's why we see so many different, a wide range of effects with the stem cell activation patch, from skin smoothing, liver regeneration, neuroprotective effect, wound healing. Did I say that already? Wound healing. I said that 3 times because it's so important to use that when we are injured. But it also, one of the really key components of this is that it turns on, it sends a signal to our body to make more stem cells. So what does that mean? We have these stem cells floating around through our body. They are going to go where they are attracted, and they migrate to the most inflamed and problematic areas in our body, and then start to fix things. Those little stem cells can morph into any cell they need to be in order to fix a part of our body. So that's, in essence, how they work. I like what Brenda said. This little thing, it looks like a Band-Aid, but this little thing is changing lives and healing bodies. So at no point in the history of our country have we been in a situation like we are right now, where more people need healing, and both in their physical body, but also in their financial body. Is there anything else you'd like me to talk about here, Savy?
I don't think so, Dr. Herman.
Okay.
That was a beautiful explanation of how the patch works. I mean, it's quantum energy, photobiomodulation. It's amazing because it is very much like what the sun does for our body. So I just wanted to tell everybody now how you actually can get the patches, okay? So what we have here is a sleeve. They call this a sleeve. And it's actually 30-day supply, 30 patches are in here. And there's two ways to do this. You can go ahead and become a customer. And as a customer, you have two choices to get the X39. You can pay retail, which is $149.99, $150, let's just say. But I mean, since I've been doing this for 4 months, I don't know anybody that would pay retail. So why would you pay retail if you can get it for wholesale? So wholesale, the way you do that is you're going to get on kind of an auto ship, right? And it's called a preferred customer. And now you get it for $100. That's a $50 savings. That said, even if it was $150, as you heard Brenda talking about, a stem cell shot can be $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. I was on the phone today with Jason Fowler, if anybody remembers him, the paraplegic Ironman guy. When he had his stem cell shots, they were $7,000 a shot. And it still took 6, 7 months before he really got the benefit. $100 as a preferred customer. Now, if you wanted to say join our little crusade here and get into this group and help people with their health challenges, you could join as what you would consider a distributor or a rep, whichever word you want to use. And there are several ways to do that. The ways that we actually promote are, one is called a silver, and that's 3 of these sleeves. That's $300. Now, in my case, Dr. Herman's case, we started here with a silver. In my case, 1 for me, I want to pump the brakes on aging, 1 for my wife, and 1 to share. Same thing with Dr. Herman. But what we discovered is the patch is so effective with people and their challenges that we ran out of patches in like a week to 10 days. We're out. So Dr. Herman said, I'm going to upgrade to what's called a diamond pack. Now, as a diamond pack, you get 19 sleeves. And at that point, you're getting them really for $84 a sleeve now, instead of $100. So I upgraded, he upgraded, and we still blew through all of our patches pretty quick. So those are the ways that you can get started, customer or as a rep, okay? So we'd love to have you either way. We appreciate Brenda coming on, short notice, same with Lourae. If you liked what you heard here tonight, get with the person who brought you about more information, or you can also go to startx39.com. There's a lot of information there too. Anything else, Dr. Herman?
There's always more, but what I was thinking about today, you can use these patches to improve your health. You can use these patches to improve the health of your finances. Let me ask you a question. How long would it take to save $1 million? A lifetime?
Lifetime.
There are people on this call who in 90 to 120 days have as much money coming in residual income as it would be compared to having $1 million in the bank getting interest from it. In the middle of a pandemic, with this little patch, this little thing, you can start sharing this with your friends, and one of your biggest problems will be running out of patches, because everybody you talk to is going to want to use these patches. So with having said that, I'd just like to invite everybody to become a customer, at least start using them, see what it does for you and your family. And then if you want to join on board You got a big support group in your upline in helping you start your little business that can turn into a big business.
And also, 30-day money-back guarantee. If you decide to join the business, 90-day money-back guarantee as a customer. You can't lose. I don't see how you can lose with it.
I wanted to say one more thing, Savy.
Go ahead.
The company has been around for 15 years. So you rest assured, this is not a startup company. At 15 years, clipping along, we're in 100 countries. David Schmidt, the inventor of the patch, has some very unique capabilities in that he not only is an inventor geek, but he has a degree in business management. So those two things make a very unique individual, and that's why one of the reasons the company has been so successful. Credibility, impeccable credibility. Get involved, get more information, and get started either using it or join with us on this crusade, kind of, so to speak, on helping the brains of all the people in the world who are stressed out about COVID. How about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so we like to start on time and end on time. Is there anything else, Dr. Harmon, or can we tell these nice people good night for tonight? Thank you for spending your time with us. We hope we brought you some value.
Thank you, everybody.
See you
Can
again.
I ask you guys a quick question?
Thank you, everybody.
Quick question? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I presented this to an osteopath and to some doctors, and they say that the information they've provided is not clinical reviewed. It's like the transdermal stuff says, yes, it'll help for your skin, but as for all these amazing things that people are experiencing with the stem cells, there is no documented clinical study. So what do you do to help doctors with this?
There's a lot of studies. Go to your website, go to the bottom of the page under research and science.
Yeah, click on
All of that information on all of the studies that were done, all of the patents are right there.
Oh, I gave it to the
on your
doctor,
website.
and he says that is not a clinical study. It's transdermal for the skin, the results that are for the skin. But as for, because his mother has is like bipolar and all this other stuff, and he thinks I'm just selling something down the road to them. And because there's no clinical information.
I would suggest get on the phone with your upline. These aren't transdermal patches. That person is misunderstanding, and we can talk about that outside of this on a call. There's lots of research. The misunderstanding. I had somebody tell me, who's a researcher, there's no such thing as the GHK copper peptide. I mean, there's all kinds of opinions and things about people and what they say, but there is a lot of research. So thank you for joining in. We'll see you next time. We'll be on next Tuesday.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night. Good night.
Night.